Alright, this is the Lincoln Mark VIII fan installation on a Griffin 25 222 2-core 1-inch radiator. If you look, it almost looks like it's supposed to be there from the factory. I used Mr. Gasket trans coolers, drill through the shroud of the Lincoln Mark VIII fan to go through the radiator and the strongest parts, and I cut around here just so that the radiator hose would fit on both sides. So as you can see, together with the shroud, go into the fan, into the radiator, that it covers over 80% of the radiator. 100%, but the fan covers 80%, and it almost looks factory. As when we pick it up, the fan doesn't drop. It's gonna look nice. The radiator's a little beat up, and that is going into the '67 Tempest. This is gonna be the end-all, be-all for hopefully the heating problems. The only thing I did have problems with was getting it to fit into the radiator support. That's why I I cut the end off of the radiator support and added an inch of bar stock, welded it back together, and gave it a good paint up. That way it'll fit. And I gave myself a little bit of room. That way if I ever wanted to add rubber supports, I could do that again. We're just going to do a quick test here. Using a DeWalt 14-4 battery. Gotta make sure that the radiator's not going anywhere. We'll do two. The blue wire is the low speed. Make sure that's in focus. Okay, alright, cool. Alright, so this is the low speed. And then the high speed. Groovy. Now, with other fans, take for instance, this is a 16-inch pusher. You can see the difference between the 16-inch and the 18-inch Lincoln Mark VIII fan. If you were to have this as a pusher, which I have had, you can see the difference in coverage. So, there. Sorry, it's shaky. Now again, this is snug, but how I get it in is I tilt it into the support facing the motor of the fan. And Viola. Now you can see that the Lincoln Mark VIII fan is in there, and it is a tight fit. I mean, there's no two ways about it. It is a tight fit, but it does clear. And when I have the motor mounts back in, or the radiator mounts back in, it will be a little bit higher, but it'll still fit.